We've talked a lot about it. As the need grows, Feed the Need grows too. And with more Illinois Valley families than ever facing food insecurity, Miller Group Charitable Trust and Starved Rock Media are expanding the annual Feed the Need fund drive. And this month, when you make a monetary donation to the Bureau County Food Pantry, the Community Food Basket of Ottawa, the Hall Township Food Pantry, Illinois Valley Food Pantry, or the Putnam County Food Pantry, Miller Group Charitable Trust will match it dollar for dollar, up to as much as $17,500. Thanks to Kathleen Wayland of Wayland Financial in LaSalle, as always, for making this weekend reset possible. A couple weeks ago, you saw clips from other looks at 3 of those pantries. Today, you'll meet the Bureau County Food Pantry and the Community Food Basket of Ottawa. First to Princeton, to a neat space on Main Street, just south of the tracks. That's where you'll find the Tri-County Opportunities Council. Vanessa Huffeditz manages community services and the food pantry.
We serve 12 communities in Bureau County. We serve the eastern part of Bureau County. I've been here with the food pantry for 13 years. The food pantry was started by a group of local churches, and on a rotating basis, they managed the food pantry. Then they reached out to our agency, which is Tri-County Opportunities Council, and asked us to manage the food pantry. So we've been doing that for over 30 years. Our weeks vary, so it's easier for me to say in a given month we serve about 250 to 300 households, and we provide food for about 500 individuals on a monthly basis.
Okay, is that an increase from years past?
It's about a 30 to 40% increase for us.
Since last year?
Yes.
Month to month, basically?
Yes.
To what do you attribute that?
High inflation. I think with increased food costs, increased utility costs, we have a lot of seniors that use our food pantry. We've actually seen a greater increase with that group of folks than others. And they're telling us they're on a fixed income and their dollars can't stretch as far. This area over here is our waiting area. Folks come in before they go into registration. We do what's called a choice menu. So folks come in and they register, and then they'll sit at the desk and they'll be able to fill out a menu and pick and choose the food items that they would like to have.
They get to pick their own?
They get to pick their own. During the pandemic, just like other food pantries, we kind of had to do it curbside, but we really felt it was important to get back to choice for folks so that we could be getting them what they need. So the registration area is right here, and then they'll meet with a volunteer or myself, and then they'll pick and choose those food items and register. Okay. And then coming down this way.
Use up all the space.
Absolutely.
Everything's a cupboard, right? I get it. I get it. We see that everywhere.
This is our central area where our volunteers will come in and they'll take that choice menu, and then what they'll do is they'll put that in bags and put that in carts for folks, and then bring it out, and then the individuals will have an opportunity with our assistance to take that out to their vehicles.
So these are pretty much stable, shelf-stable things.
Absolutely.
They're going to be around for quite a while. You don't have to worry about it.
We also have freezers in the back here and refrigerators, so we do try and offer meat when we can, and we offer, hot dogs, hamburger, eggs, cheese, butter if we get those as well. During the summer and spring, summer, and early fall months, we have a lot of produce that we bring into the pantry. So those items are located up front so folks can have a choice of the food items that they want that are fresh. We're always looking for volunteers. We're open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 11:30. And the first Thursday evening of every month, we're open from 4 to 6:30 p.m. So we could always use volunteers. We've had students have volunteered. We've had, retirees, individuals needing community service. So we take a wide range of individuals to help us out. We have some of our volunteers who teach English as a second language, so they speak some other languages. So they are helping us out a little bit with that. We had a family that helped us translate our menu into Spanish in a way that individuals, it's their dialect of Spanish, and so that helped us out a lot too. So we're trying to use those outside resources to support us in that. We work with a Riverbend Food Bank out of the Quad Cities. So for every $1 donated, we can purchase $10 worth of food items. In addition to...
So it's 1 to 10?
1 to 10. In addition to that purchasing power, because we have a partnership with the food bank, we receive food through Feeding America and through the state. at no cost to us. So that helps us stretch other items that we would normally have to pay for. So that partnership makes it very beneficial for those cash donations.
Yes. Now, what about things like cleaning supplies? Do you need those? Could
Sure.
those be donated?
We always are looking for those because our primary purpose is to purchase food. And because our numbers have increased and we're serving a lot more households and individuals, our funds are not there to probably purchase those items like we would have in the past. So if they would like to donate those items or allocate a cash donation that says, please go on and buy cleaning supplies or toiletries, we would gladly do that. What I would say, I would echo other food pantries, is it's great that people think of us during the holidays, but we're here year-round trying to eliminate hunger in our communities, and we really could use the support on an ongoing basis.
You can stop in and give or help at 1019 North Main Street in Princeton. Now to Ottawa. The community food basket is at 725 West Fulton in a space where they can expand if they have to. The entrance is on the west side of the building. They operate their pantry to resemble a more traditional shopping experience. Executive Director Marissa Vici was the person I spoke with when we got there. And as you can see, we started out discussing the current need for food in the area.
It varies wildly depending on the time of year and things like that, but right now we typically are serving about an average about 1,000 families per month. Our busiest times of year are anytime kids are out of school. So that, of course, around the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that, but also spring break and the summertime.
Have you seen an increase year over year in people who are coming to you, and what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, we do typically see an increase. We are a little bit down from where we were last year at this point, but it's kind of in the same ballpark area. In general, there's a lot of different reasons for that. But inflation, especially on food prices, it's something that everybody is noticing, no matter what tax bracket you're in. From the poorest of the poor to people who are doing really well. Still, you always hear whenever you go to different gatherings and things like, I went to the grocery store the other day and things are crazy. Eggs are almost $4 a dozen. It's those types of things. So that there's that, and then of course on everything else as well. And just work, underemployment is a big thing because a lot of our clients are employed or do have household income coming in. It's just not enough. It's not really at the point where you're comfortable. Plus, one of the biggest growing demographics that we've seen in the last year or so are more recently retired folks that are coming in. Maybe 10 years ago, it was a lot of grandparents raising grandchildren, and that's still the case, but it's even more those people who have retired within the last 5 to 10 years who thought they had a pretty good nest egg and things set up for the future, but with the inflation and all those different prices going through the roof, the cost of living just has not kept up with that plan. Hunger is really one of those issues that is very prevalent. You don't really notice as much. It's kind of an invisible thing to a lot of people. It's people it's your neighbors, it's your coworkers, all those things, because we really serve a wide variety of people who are truly homeless, living on the street or maybe in a car, things like that, all the way to people who may have pretty decent jobs but have several kids that are in school and all those different things. It really ranges. People, there's hunger in every zip code in America. Of course, we could always use more volunteers. We have something pretty much every day of the week. We do different things. So you get to pick the products that best meet the needs of your specific family. So we have everything from non-food section here, including household cleaners, plasticware, disinfecting wipes, and also sometimes hygiene items, shampoo, conditioner, soap, all those types of things. Anything you can't technically eat. We get it from a variety of sources. We do local pickups at our grocery stores here in town several times a week each. We also work with Riverbend Food Bank primarily over in Davenport, but we also go down to Bloomington to Midwest Food Bank quite often. One of our big things, we want to normalize. What's more normal than grocery shopping? Exactly. It makes it so much easier, and that way there's less waste as well. Lucky we have turkeys, we have pork loins, we have all beautiful Alaskan pollock fish. as well as several vegetarian and vegan options, including dried beans, peanut butter, all those types of options. Vast majority are small donations that average between $25 and $50. It really shows the impact we take from the community there, and we really put back into it. Everything that we do is for our neighbors.
To learn more about this year's Feed the Need initiative, just go to our website, starvrock.media, and make your donation in a way that stretches your dollar. Thanks for your support for the Pantries and for your neighbors. This Weekend Reset is sponsored, as always, by Kathleen Whalen of Whalen Financial in LaSalle, and I'm sure I'm speaking for Kathleen and everyone there when I wish you a happy and a healthy Christmas.